Hey, how y'all doing? Let me go ahead and apologize for being late with this video, baby, but life was life and you know how it is, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I wanna welcome you all. If you are new here, welcome back. If you've been here, drop down in the chats, okay? And talk to your girl. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, that you like the video, and that you go ahead and share me with your people. Okay, I hope everybody is enjoying this good old Thursday. I'm getting stuff for y'all. Um, while I am taking care of some other things as well. Okay, so that is why I am not on screen, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it, baby. The ladies of Potomac is back, girl, and they back. And Robin is, her theme song is "It Takes the Fool to Learn That Love Don't Love Nobody." Okay, and everybody is here. We didn't get a chance to meet the new girl, and based on the clips that I've seen, child, I ain't in a rush to meet her. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on into it. Oh, it takes a fool to learn that love don't love nobody. Baby, when Robin was cleaning up when she was younger to Betty Wright, and she said having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. So I'ma just take what I got and work with it, baby. She took that to heart. Ma'am, I'm not even about to play with you and wine in this rehearsed conversation that y'all had for these cameras, because that's how we start off. And Robin house, she putting pictures in the frames from the wedding. Now all of this time, girl, you ain't put them pictures in no frame, because you've been catching hell. I'm catching hell, living here alone. I don't know what you got going on, Robin, but girl, it's giving you married the wine and my wine is single. So they're sitting on the sofa, they're talking about everything what happened. And he come out and he's like, yeah, I know it was stupid. I'm too nice. He was like, yeah, with the girl with the wallet. And she was coming down here for a Baltimore Ravens player. And I'm like, hold up, son. So you mean to tell me she was coming down here to see homie on the Ravens and hit you up? Why she ain't hit the man who she was supposed to be seeing for the weekend to say, I lost my wallet, I can't check in my hotel room? Or listen, you not paying for my hotel room. Like, she didn't know where she was staying and had that going before she got on the trip. Cause seemed like to me the man who she paid for, I would have told her, baby, you need to call who you with. Did you say you was coming down here for such and such? Oh, okay, well, you need to call him to get your room. But you nice because you be giving the homeless people on the street $20, $40, $50 because you want to do something nice. Now you ain't putting nobody homeless on the street in no hotels, but you gonna put the 304 in the hotel. I digress. So, and Robin was like, yeah, why wouldn't you do it? And he was like, have you seen her? And I was like, oh, so we about to try to play like this lady, not up to your standards, not up to your looks, but you was just complaining about Robin not taking a bath. What that was, 2 seasons ago? That don't even make no sense to me. But you trying to say like this lady is not up to your part. Don't try to downplay her now, because she outed you for a little, little piece of fame, 15 minutes around the yin yang to be talked about. Don't try to play the lady now. And she's like, have you looked at? And I'm like, I know you lying. Y'all gonna stop playing in my face. Wine and Robert. I was so ready for them to tell them people and cut, because we didn't even have to go there. And then she was like, they just took it and they ran with it, and now you Bree. He was like, oh, Coach Bree, she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. She was like, yeah, people even say we look alike. And I'm like, oh, no, girl. The people say she look like Karen. That's what the people say. The people say she look like Karen. And that's who Karen was talking about, was his woman he was running out. That's his woman who he was running around with, Lil Karen Jr. Child, but you say they co-workers, you say they friends. Oh, okay, well, I guess when Karen see them together, they don't be looking like friends. Because she even got the little more like Karen. Now, everybody who thought my auntie Karen was delusional owe her an apology, baby. Y'all owe my auntie Karen an apology, and she want her apology right now. She want her apology right now. Because, baby, when I seen that side by side of Karen and Bree, I said, okay, all right, Karen, come on. That's the woman who he got to look like you. Kara wasn't lying. But y'all be thinking she crazy. But anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. The situation is not funny, but I have to find a way to make jokes because baby, it really was. I could have did without that scene. I could have did without watching Robin justify what Juan did and letting Juan play in her face. Cause I know, right? I know they're not gonna believe the story so crazy. And I'm like, yeah, Juan's not that dumb. Juan's not that dumb that he's gonna make up something so crazy like this. And I'm like, girl, no, Juan is not that dumb. But why know that you that dumb to believe that foolishness, which is why he made it the hell up. And can't nobody tell me no different. Y'all try to tell me y'all believe that story if y'all want to, and I'm gonna have y'all checked. I'm gonna order y'all jackets of love because something is not right with you for believing it. Like you just went and signed your name on a credit on a hotel, baby. What kind of hotel did you put it in? Because if you put it in one of the good kinds, then you don't know if that lady or the room service or what else the hell she did up on your credit card. But I digress. And then it was like Coach Bree, then the woman in the nail shop, and she was like, and then you lost your job, and he was like, yeah, but I'm not worried about that. And she was like, yeah, she was like, we had our, our record was whatever the record was. And then he's like, but we had key injuries. And he piped up more about trying to defend that the only reason they had a losing record was because of the key injuries. He was more excited to explain that. She was like, yeah, but people think you got fired for something else. And he was like, yeah, but it ain't true. Let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about Corey and Carter. And I'm like, clearly your wife is sitting here bothered while she's acting unbothered. Okay, the botherism is all in her face, body, and soul, in her posture. It's ingrained in her that she is clearly bothered. But you didn't say, let's worry about our marriage. We just got remarried. Let's focus on building us, being stronger, whatever. We supposed to still be in the honeymoon phase. He didn't say nothing like that. Why always look like the SAT test? One of these things do not belong every time we see him in the house. And that's because that man don't belong there. That man don't live there. Nothing about Juan and Robin give me happily married couple or married couple. Like Karen said, where is the marriage license? But that's all, but that's all I really got for this little scene, y'all, because we're not about to play. That man is only still there. Like he said all them years ago, if it wasn't for Corey and Carter, he would be gone. Because that's all he wants to focus on, Corey and Carter. Let's focus on raising our boys. He ain't saying nothing about focusing on our marriage or nothing else like that. Let's focus on raising our boys. I'm going to keep telling you these cockamamie stories when I get busted out here in the streets. By chance I get caught slipping. And that's just it. That's just is what it is. You're going to believe these dumb stories. And when Carter and Corey grown, I might be done stop philandering around here and just be like, well, Robin gonna take care of me when it's time for my diapers to be changed. So he might go ahead and settle down for you then. But both of y'all need to stop lying to yourselves. Well, Wine ain't lying to you. He is, but he not. You know exactly what Wine is out here doing, and he telling you them cocky mammy lies to come feed to us like we supposed to believe him, all while making you look stupid. And he know you gonna look stupid when you come out here and say that and defend it. Yeah, he never makes no statement to take no heat off of your bait. But I digress. I ain't gonna say nothing. You keep being a fool for that man. You keep running these stories around here. I wouldn't make another statement in defense of Juan Dixon. Juan Dixon would talk for Juan Dixon, and that would just be it. That's all I got for them. For real, y'all. I don't even have nothing else left to say about them people. But anyway, until we get to that last scene. But anyway, in the next scene, we see the Grand Dame, Candy Girl, okay, and Wendy, Dr. Wendy Osefo. They all meet up. Now, I don't know why Candace and Wendy wore them heels if they couldn't walk on that deck ground in them heels. I mean, I know, it'd be sliding and slipping through the slats or whatever, but why y'all ain't wear no flats, girl? Y'all could have been cute and still in some flats in y'all little dressed up outfit, less sandals or something, but whatever. So they sit, they get to talking and everything, and Wendy is, was saying she wanted to order water, and it was like, and no, 1% no, 1% yes. She was like, would she be a Debbie Downer if she ordered the water? So she was explaining how she gave up alcohol for Lent, but Lent was over now. But, I guess she wanted to keep it going for a little bit longer. And she was explaining, her family is Catholic and what they give up for Lent. And I was very familiar with that because being from New Orleans, the majority of my family Catholic. It's very few of us that's not Catholic. I think it's me, my mama, and two of my uncles, and that's it, at least on my mama's side of the family. So I, along with my cousins, I would give up stuff for Lent as well, just to do the little fast. And on Fridays, you eat your seafood and your fish. You have your fish plate. Now I don't know if they have no fish plates up there, but girl, I was looking. I love Lent season in New Orleans, baby, because you could get you a good fish plate with some macaroni and cheese, some green peas, potato salad, a slice of bread, a piece of pound cake, and a check cool drink for like $7. Well, I don't know. Recession thing here now, so it might be 10, maybe 15. But back in the day, oh yeah. Come on Friday, come on supper, baby. You be praying for somebody to have a supper around there. The church is gonna have the fish fries too. Okay. But anyway, I'm not now my mind done went to Lent and getting a fish plate. I might fry me some fish. No, I can't have no fried fish. But anyway, that's what my mind done went. But Wendy pulls out her rosary, somebody she carry her rosary with her. And that's why she keep it, she stay protected because she carrying her rosary with her. And I'm like, Wendy, girl, when you start carrying this rosary like this? Did we know Wendy was Catholic before this season? Maybe I just never paid attention to her religion, but I ain't never heard her say she was Catholic or seen her carry no rosary. But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all drop in the comments and let me know. Y'all seen Wendy carrying a rosary? Or knew she was Catholic before? So, of course, y'all know after that, the ladies get to talk about what everybody was talking about, wine and Robin Dixon, okay, or Rob, as he called her. And so the ladies was saying, she need to take ownership. Like, she didn't share her stuff. And it jumps back to the clip of, and when Candace said, well, blew her wig over there, outside of y'all trying to malign my husband, okay, and say what he was doing, this, that, and the third. And I'm sorry if y'all hear my smoke detector. I done put about 30 different batteries in that thing, and it still just beeps. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But y'all could drop down in the comments and tell me about that too. Okay, so maybe I could stop having this beep, beep, beep. But anyway, she was saying, well, blew my wig over there outside of them talking about Chris and doing what they did with Chris. And even though she played in Candace and Chris' face talking about she don't believe that he did anything, she also turned around and said, well, a married man shouldn't be in a room, with a single woman or whatever. But turn around and say, like, girl, how that even came out your mouth when your husband, he wasn't your husband at the time, but your man was being Catholic charities out here buying hotel rooms. Girl, get out my face, Robin. But anyway, so they're talking about that. And Karen was like, baby, I was keeping track of the domestic women, not the international women. Okay, I said not the domestic. Not the domestic, Karen, but I mean, it is what it is. But I also feel like, girl, why you waiting on somebody to say it? At this point, you need to go ahead and say it for yourself. That don't even make nobody sense. Say it for yourself. Why you wait for Karen to come out? Or you wanted Karen to come out and say it so you can further say, oh, Karen in your business. Karen is obsessed with me. Karen is lying. Karen is a liar. It's not true. Only for the girl to turn around and come out and say it. Like, at the end of the day, if you knew about it, why you just to say it? You wanted to make Karen look bad. But you look bad for coming out here telling us that story and then expecting us to believe it and then want to do it behind a paywall. But I feel you though, let me make a little extra coin on my own story because Bravo ain't going to make it, but then enough for you to lose your coin, which I don't even know why you here. Because when Kenya Moore didn't get married on the show and kept her business off the show, they show put her off for a season. She wasn't even friend of. She didn't return. And then she came back as friend of and then back to main cast member. But I digress. Cause why is she here, Bravo? I'm just saying, why is she here, Bravo? Cause everybody else be punished for not spilling it, spilling their tea. But not Miss Robin Dixon. I guess she was under the Giselle covering because she ain't gave us enough to have a covering of her own. But anyway, the ladies move on and they say she was reflecting and she was not projecting, and then she was deflecting, and yes, it was projecting and deflecting. Okay, so you don't have to talk about what you have going on around there acting like everything is hunky-dory, roses and unicorns and cotton candy, when deep inside that home is falling apart. Okay, and that was really pretty much it, you know what I'm saying, as far as those ladies and what they had to say with Karen, Candy Girl, and Wendy. outside of that, we didn't really even get anything except for Robin is delusional. Where is the marriage license? Have you seen it? Has anybody seen it? Or y'all on the look for the marriage license? Because I'm not. Then we pull up on the sugar and the sweet and low, not sugar and low, the sweet and low baby. Because I don't want to call her a sugar baby, but she a sweet and low baby. Ashley Darby up in the house, okay, and she let us know, about her little house. Now let me tell y'all something. Ashley, I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna tell Ashley. And if I'm wrong, y'all, I'm wrong, and y'all can tell me in the comments I'm wrong. Ashley, listen, had them little children sitting down or something, doing an activity or something outside when you having them taping, because the mama and me seeing them climbing up on counters, and your other baby about to pick up your other baby, because I'm Dean and Dylan, Dean and Davin. What them? I know one of them named for sure Dean, but whatever their name is, baby, I just knew he was gonna fall off that counter trying to pull his brother up on the counter or pull his arm out the socket. Babe, Lord, I seen that child on that counter. I said, now watch this child gonna fall and hit the floor. I was just waiting for it. I mean, good thing the baby didn't, and not that I wanted the baby to be hurt, but it just made my nerves bad. My nerves was too bad watching them children just all over the place like that. Girl, Lord. And I know Tyler's is go back and forth. They go back and forth and round and round and round and round and round they go. But that just made my nerves bad. I just kept jumping at the TV like, God damn, grab them children. I want to shake I want to shake the shit out of her. Like, girl, get the fucking children. Get that baby off that counter. Like, he too close. They're both of them trying to get on the counter. Girl, no, ooh. It had me full of anxiety. I had to smoke. Watching that shit. But anyway, she gets to talking about her house. I forget what she called it, the beach, the whatever. But she's talking about, the townhome was so dark and it's so light, and she have a space. And girl, if that's what you need, that's what you need. It's your house. Design it how you want to design it. She's talking about the mortgage is still in Michael's name, but Michael don't be over there like that. And I'm like, Michael over there every time he wants you to drop them panties right before the mortgage bill is due, because he want to make sure he still have access. Long as he still have access to the cootie cat, you will still have access to the mortgage payment. Okay, after that, girl, I don't know what you're going to do if you cut him off. But she said he only ever been upstairs only 2 or 3 times. And I'm like, oh, so y'all be doing it downstairs. Cool, y'all put the churn upstairs and y'all do what y'all do downstairs. And the 2 or 3 times he been upstairs, girl, at first I was like, I felt like, listen, Ashley been on this show long enough. Granted, when they first thought they don't make enough that money like that, but Ashley has been on this show long enough to garner herself some type of income along with her checks. Because if she was married to Michael Darby should have been paying all of them bills. But then somebody was like, well, she might have been giving her checks to her mama. But let me tell you something. I will take care of my mama till the end of time. I would, but I'm not about to take care of my mama and her man. Somebody need to go. And I will take care of my mama, but I will also make sure that we have the money that we need to have to continue living if this man decides to up and go. So if she just gave her mama the whole check for her mama to splurge without making sure everything was done right, and then I would have had to ask my mama when we had no money left and I couldn't afford no house, Mama, what was you doing with the money? Because the mama damn sure ain't spending it on wigs. She still got that same shake and go we've been seeing her in all of these years. So I don't know. I mean, granted, I'd rather my mama not be homeless, but my mom would have had got her a nice little condo in a new wig. My mama wouldn't be still on that TV in that same wig all of these years later. And then her mama is older. I would have got her enough room so she can babysit Dean and Dylan. Dylan and Dean and Danger and whatever them children name is. I would have had her enough space. It would have been at this point something that would have been paid for. And I would have put it in my name to make sure if anything happens, it comes back to me and my children in succession. I can rent it out or whatever if I wanted a bigger house. But no, I would have made sure my mama wasn't homeless and she would have had a new wig, but she still should have had. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Ashley done been on this show long enough to be financially stable. Maybe not living in the same high pricey, but she should be well off enough between the Potomac check and money that she was taking out of the account when they was together. Because girl, you wasn't taking you nothing for a rainy day. But then again, you also said you didn't know exactly how much money y'all was, what it was worth, and you didn't know none of that. So I'm not surprised. But she lets us know that. So she said she ain't in no rush to get his name off the mortgage because long as his name on the mortgage, he gonna help contribute towards the payment. He ain't gonna let it fall. So at first I was like, girl, what kind of sweet and low baby? But then I was like, oh, that's kind of smart if you don't have the money up front in your hand to be able to do phone to do it. Then girl, I guess you gotta do it that way. So she gonna continue to be Dubby's Bobby. And other than that, I don't really have nothing else to say about Ashley in the house. Of course, she on the phone with Giselle. Giselle tell her they want to do an intervention for Rob. And I'm like, and who the hell gonna do an intervention for y'all? Sometimes the message be right, but that messenger, that messenger. So after, let me see what came next. Oh, so after we see them talk about the intervention, we move on over to Giselle's backyard born again, and it's her and her girl. I don't know what to call that man. Her nephew, her stepson, child, the nanny. I don't know, but she said that's her man. Y'all believe in that? Because it was not giving my man, my man, my man. It was giving my son, my son, my son. Welcome home from college, son. Yeah, mama go cook your breakfast. Because when she had to say, I wake up with you sometime. I woke up with you in the morning. I'm like, you telling him or you telling us? You trying to cue him in on the script that you have supposedly, allegedly spent the night with this man and woke up in his arms or next to him in the bed. Either you was the big spoon, the little spoon, or two backs turned to each other. Girl, we don't believe it. Well, I don't believe it, y'all. It's something about it that ain't ringing true for me, even down to the feeding and the daughter turning her head. And I'm like, girl, bravo, miss me with Giselle and her playmate. One of them churn playmate. Girl, and then some people said they're beard and blouse now. The people on Twitter have me gagged, okay? The people say the beard and the blouse. I said, not the beard and the blouse, Lord, Father, help me. Yeah, I can't take it, but I'm not believing this relationship. That's all I really gotta say about the relationship. Outside of that, Giselle have some really beautiful daughters, and she about to be empty nesting. Maybe that's why she went go get somebody else's son. Okay, so her nest don't be empty. But I'm not believing it. She said she liked the long distance relationship because she don't want to be bothered like that. But ain't that what you had with Pastor Holy Heart, Pastor Slinger D, Pastor I want to sell dime bags out the back of my church because y'all know he want to open a dispensary at the church. Go back and look it up when he made that statement. But I'm just saying, he was long distance, honey, and wasn't that a problem for you? Now, all of a sudden, long distance is hunky dory. Child, please, I ain't got nothing else to say about Giselle and that little baby. Keep discussing it because I don't believe it. Okay, that's just it. That's all. I don't believe Giselle really messing with that little boy. Now we move over to Sugar Baby number 2, aka Mia Thornton. Oh, well, I don't know what her name about to be now because it seemed like her and G headed for the divorce court. Okay, but they get to talking, and Mia was like, we went from 15,000 square feet to 1,500 square feet. And I'm like, my. Okay, because now, well, you just the last one bragging about being a rich bitch and how all your friends are rich bitches, and, we look down basically on girls like you. Weren't you Miss Elitist? Like, no, it's not funny that y'all lost y'all money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't funny. It ain't funny that they acting funny with all that money. It ain't funny, but at the end of the day, girl, you was. See, that's why they tell you be humble. No matter what, be humble. Because you was doing all that talking, all that clickety clack, clack, clack about all the money that y'all was getting in the space and the square footages, and now your square feet ain't square feet. The only square footage that's huge in your life right now is the ones that's attached to your body. But you're supposed to be about to leave that man for another little rich man and spend his coin to his family, put him out the business too. And then you'll be down that path again, looking for the next sucker. Looking for the next sucker. But they get to talk about Gordon and everything. And God starts talking about it's going to be a court case with the company and all of that stuff. And Mia, he was like, yeah, you had me checking. And I was thinking to myself, Mia, did you think your husband was around there misappropriating the funds? But I want to know how you go from a boss, a CEO, to you was the marketing manager or something like that. That's why them people ain't know who you hell you was when you walked up in that office. You had a vanity title and you went out and you did interviews. You didn't necessarily just work the business like that, like that. And I truly believe that them people put going out that company so they make sure you didn't get no parts to it, no hands on it. I don't know. That's just how I feel. So as they talking, that's what I was thinking. Mia thought that man was around there doing wrong with the money, and that's why she was so concerned because she had to be concerned about what she was gonna get and how she was gonna get it. Okay, and then they was started talking about how Gordon was all stressed and depressed up in his chest about losing the job and everything like that, and his family throwing him out the company. And she tried to act like she was worried about him, and I'm like, girl, according to Gordon, you already got a new man that's your soulmate that you wanna, apparently you done been intermingling the children with it because he said he was cool. Just don't get our children involved in it. Okay. And it seems like you was around here doing your thing with somebody else. So when you had time to be all stressed and worried about God, because it seemed like what you was worried about was finding your next benefactor. But at the end of the day, girl, listen, I ain't mad at you, City Girls Up One. Okay. And Gordon, I don't feel bad for you because you know who not stressed in their chest? Your ex-wife that you cheated on for Mia and left for Mia. She ain't stressed because she probably knew. She probably knew Mia was every dog has his day, and today is yours. So ain't nobody feeling sorry for you going around here want to be all depressed, talking about Mia and want to put up, pretend notices and how she did you dirty when you did that first woman dirty. It seems like to me she doing to you what you did to your first wife. So with that, I say, child, pick up the pieces, cry me a river, build me a bridge, and get the hell over it. Because I don't feel sorry for you, Gordon. I don't. I don't. That thing ain't thinking no more, and them pockets ain't working no more. So she had to move on. And that is what she did. Good luck to you in your search. I wish you well on your journey to finding your next person because she found hers. Or better yet, raise the children that you have left. Enjoy your grandchildren if you have them and your children from your first marriage. Go ahead and be somebody, Papa, and let that little part of your life go, sir. You could get you a little friend. Don't try to get you another wife and don't try to get you another young wife because it don't seem like the pockets is pocketing to keep them. So anyway, after that, because I really don't care about Mia and Gordon. He gonna get what he getting what he deserve, and one day, she gonna get what she deserve, and maybe in the form of this next person who she think is her soulmate. Child, he might be playing her to the left. He might gonna steal her soul. I don't know, but I guess we'll see. Long as Potomac keep Potomac in, and she's on there, okay, and she got a contract. That's what's gonna happen. So, excuse me, y'all. And I'm sorry, y'all. It's taking me so long to get this done and get it out to y'all. I've been recording this while I am at work. Okay, so I do apologize. I had recorded it before and got ready. I said, let me check it and make sure everything is all right. Y'all had went through the whole thing with no dang on sound. I was so aggravated. I did this and Married to Me, but both of them, y'all gonna get to the. But I was so aggravated. I was like, I recorded the whole thing on mute. I cried. No, I didn't really cry, but I was aggravated, and then I laughed at myself. Okay, but anyway, I digress. After that, we see Candace and Chris. They having them a nice little picnic in the park or whatever. She like it's bugs. He like that's what you get for want to come. They haven't seen each other in a couple of months. And I don't know if it was just me, but I just felt like a little awkward, awkwardness when it came to their scene. Now I ain't saying that it was awkward, like they having issues or they having problems, but it just seemed like maybe they ain't really want to be on camera, or maybe Chris didn't really want to be on camera, or maybe he's just not as comfortable, or they're just not as comfortable after everything that happened last year. I don't know, but I didn't get the same awkwardness when it was Candace and the girls. So it may be a sticky situation. They may be feeling like, how do we be with our marriage after all that has been going on? Especially now you got that crazy woman that allegedly Robert and Nick out here co-signing for, talking about she telling the truth and that's all she needed to see, but she believing this foolishness about a damn receipt. Anyway, so they're talking and she's saying about touring and how touring is going and how she's spent over 6 figures on touring. She doesn't, how much of that is up on the artist. And baby, I can't relate because I ain't never wanted to sing. So I don't know about touring. But Candace, I hope your music really strike out for you, and you do good, girl. Keep your career going. Candace is really out here moving and shaking, and I'm here for that for her. Okay, so she can eventually go ahead and leave Potomac, because at some point in time, within the next season or two, I kind of see her just not doing it anymore. But that's just my opinion. Other than that, they really was, they got into talking about Robin, and she was like, she felt so bad. Not felt bad, but basically she felt played. I'm gonna say that. I ain't gonna say she felt bad. She felt played when she found out that Robin was doing all that she was doing with Giselle about Chris, when she had her own real life stuff going on at home. Like, you could have been talking about your own stuff, but you sticking over here. And I agree. I 100% agree with that. But at the same time, girl, Robin, don't forget, Robin also played you out when y'all was down to the Miami, when she bought that speaker for that recorded part to play at the dinner, so everybody can hear what it was that you were saying. And she had the audacity to do that and expose you and try to play it like she was bad with you when you had said nothing but good things and talked about her businesses that we didn't even know that she had on said live. But you talking about, Robin has always been one of my closest friends. So I'm not opposed to having a conversation with her. And I'm like, girl, I know you got to have this conversation for the cameras, but let's be clear. That whole wasn't never your friend. Robin was never your friend, and Robin ain't never see it for you. And Chris be bucking her up. And sometimes I be wanting Chris to drop his nuts and be like, man, fuck them hoes. You ain't got to say nothing to him. But he always be wanting to be seen as Mr. Fix It. Oh, I'm the calm to your storm. But sometimes I need him to be nooking if you bucking. And tell her, no, don't do it. But I can't control this, so it is what it is. Next, we go on to the last season, to the last scene where we got Sweet and Low Baby, head of housekeeping, okay, and next of grain, all meeting together to go ahead and do this intervention for Robin. Now the whole time Robin sitting up there talk. But before we get into that, let's talk about how Ashley said every time you come to Giselle's house, ain't nothing never fixed. Baby, it's the house that never ends. She been working and working and working on that house for as long as Cherie was working on that shed too, and maybe 5 years more. Okay, and it still ain't fixed. Wasn't they sitting under the tent when they was working on it? So you mean to tell me they was working right over there building your barnyard, West Wing, or whatever else the hell they was around there building, and they didn't do the driveway? Them people still ain't got nowhere to walk. Why these people can't never come in your house? Why they always got to sit outside? You could have had them at the same kitchen table that we saw you at with your daughter and your nephew. When you weebles wobbles and you got all of that unlevel, unsurfaced, that crooked ass ground for them people to walk on. Girl, you is ridiculous. But she, head of housekeeping comes, she got her champagne, baby. They sitting out there, they talk up to Robin. And Robin was like, oh, I'm the guest of honor. Why? Girl, why you think? Because production told her she can no longer not sit there and cover your sins up and cover your scandals up. She cannot no longer not talk about it. So she had to talk about it with you in a friendly way. That's why we here. Because y'all done already had this conversation, girl. Y'all done already had this conversation in person, via text message, and everything else. So stop playing in my face, because production told y'all to. You know why y'all there. So they sitting up there, they're talking to Robin, and Ashley's like, it's not hard. It's hard when you want to defend your husband. And I said, not you, the same person who sat up here and said it was okay for your husband to smack that man unbeknownst to him on his butt. Well, not unbeknownst to him, but basically without his permission. It was okay. You made it seem like that was okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm back recording. I had my bad. Like the video while we edit. I had to answer something real quick, but y'all don't know because I'm pausing this video anyway. But I had to answer. So what pausing as I'm recording it when I have to type out something so y'all don't be hearing me click a clacking. But anyway, so Robin's sitting there Like, why we have to have this conversation? And it's okay. And the world has stole my happiness. And see, let me tell you something. I am so tired. I'm not going to spend this season saying Robin should know better. I'm not going to spend this season saying I want better for Robin. Typically, that's what we say. We want better for you. We be arguing our point that we just want better for you. But at this point, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all on reality TV who we be out here going hard for, going hard on, and trying to offer you grace and dragging these men. So, girl, unless Juan just say something that I can't do nothing but drag him, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing because I'm so tired of y'all blaming the bloggers, the content creators, the fans for wanting better for you than you want for yourself. So, baby, if you want this man to keep putting hoes up in hotel rooms, sliding their panties over to the side and bending them over left, right, and sideways, turning them every which way but loose, that's on you. If you want him to continue to pay for hoes, other men hoes, hotel rooms, that's on you. You like it, I love it. You want him to continue to be with Coach Bree, you like it, I love it. You want him to continue to go get his nails done and his manicure and his pedicure with everybody else but you like it, I love it. You want to continue to act like you selling them satin ass hats, I love it. You want to continue to be down here depressed and in the dumps, baby, I'm supporting you. How you doing, girl? Okay, you don't want to take a bath today. You don't want to wash your ass today. Okay, wine just gonna go by Coach Bree. It's cool. He gonna go by LeCarron Jr. All right, girl. All right, you good? I'm good too. And that's how I feel about it. You want to sit up here and act like every damn thing's so depressing. Everybody doing you wrong. The world stole your happiness. And I was so glad when Giselle clocked her and said, no, baby, wine stole your happiness. This is a wine moment. Okay, first we had the lady from Canada. They knew that was some bull crap right there. That little story. They knew that. But okay, now we got the laundromat. And now we got the nail shop. Oh, you say y'all been going ahead and doing laundry, so why y'all ain't been had pictures of y'all doing laundry? It's just not coming out. And something about it don't make sense. But Robin, I don't even want to hear it. And then for you to sit up here and talk about it wasn't what I was going through at the moment. We went ahead and went forward with it. But girl, at the time, people was asking you when you getting married, and this was the reason why you wasn't getting married. Your marriage was postponed. Bullshit. Yeah, you need to talk about it. You full of crapola. You full of crap. Oh, this was going on before the season even started. Oh, okay, this was a year and a half ago. Oh, okay, all of that time. But you mean if the time that you saying that it was happening was the time that y'all was on Wendy about Eddie in a blog with a blog posted that very, very little people see that you and Giselle, because you supported her. Okay, let's be clear. You supported her in doing so, but about Eddie to the cameras. Because a lot of people hadn't heard about it until y'all brought it to some cameras, until y'all wanted to make it seem like Wendy had low self-esteem and everything else. So this is why she got her body done, because her husband was cheating on her with Instagram models and everything else and whatever else the hell y'all was saying around there down there while y'all was reasonably shady. See, y'all want to be reasonably shady to everybody else, but when somebody ain't even addressing you with shade and it's the truth of the facts of the matter about your life, you want to talk about this is mean, this is cruel. But you've been having a very big part to play in a lot of people cruel and mean moments. Did you care about Chris when you slept with Giselle and y'all plotted to say that his baby wasn't his? And I don't care that him and Monique are divorced at this moment. I don't care. But did you care about how that was going to make him feel? No, you didn't. That's why I don't give a damn about your feelings and why I no longer give a damn about your feelings. You refuse to hold your man accountable. You want to run around here with them fraudulent ass stories. You run around here with them. I wouldn't have another intervention for you. Not me. I'm going to come there and drink the champagne. Sharice crying, talking about, I've been there when you covering up for that man and you making excuses because I didn't want to let go. That was a very relatable moment to me from Head of Housekeeping. I think that was one of the first real ones that we got. And I appreciate it. I appreciate your Head of Housekeeping. I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for doing that. But it made Sharice likable. But that wig she had on that confessional, that wig she had on that confessional was not it. It was not it. It was a horrible. It was horrible wig, and that's why I went off, y'all. Really, with them doing the intervention. But Robin, you about to have a long season because they about to be on your neck all season long. Karen is about to be on your neck. Everybody is about to be on your neck. I am here for it. I don't care if your feelings hurt. I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if you feel some type of way. I really don't. I really don't. You better stand in the kitchen. You will Juan be at the reunion this year because baby, you gonna have to battle for your life. You're gonna have to battle for your life. And you battling for your life because of him and what he did. I'm just saying. So he need to be there for once, behind you, supporting you. He ain't got no job no more, so we can't say it's basketball season. But I guess, girl, you like it, I love it. But with that being said, y'all, that's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.